Hey everybody, welcome back to BeamNG.drive and part 2 of the Tough Car Challenge Shake-Up. So we are currently in an overhead view of the map, and you see we have a green and a blue Ibishu hopper. So there's I believe there's 4 viable options for version 2 of the Tough Car Challenge. The first 2 are going to... The starting line's going to be starting the way it is now with the blue one. The second 2 will be with the green one. I did that just kind of to show you what I'm talking about. Oh, with it being talking about here. But the first option, we keep the track the way it is. So pretty much you start with the blue one. You go up over this first jump, up here through the Widowmaker, over the death-defying jump here, through this section, back up through the Widowmaker, down over this tabletop, through the turnaround, through here, back and around and across the line. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Now this next piece, I should have said this to begin with. I apologize. This little loop up here is, for the naming's sake, is loop 1. This loop right here is loop 2. So, option 2 is loop 1 reversed. So we'd start here, we'd go up through the Widowmaker, but instead of going to the left, we'd go to the right. So nice a plus is, 2 pluses are, we get a bit of speed coming through here, which this can be a dangerous set of corners if you're going very fast, so that could be interesting. And then once you come back around, the potential to have a lot of speed going into the Widowmaker as well. So that could mean the end of a lot of cars a lot sooner with the Widowmaker. The downfall is a lot of the jumps that really took the cars out was this area. We'd kind of lose it because we're coming around here, coming this way. So, I mean, there's still plenty of opportunity to clip something, trying to stay tight to get as much speed as possible. But odds are it's not going to be, we are going to lose the perilousness of this. So, now, option number 3 is loop 2 reversed. So, with loop 2 being reversed, we would actually no longer start on where the blue hopper is, we'd go to the green one. We would start here, go around here, so and so. Go over this jump and around, and then we'd follow this loop 1 like normal, come back around here and come back across the line. Now one of the nice things is that it makes this jump a little bit more perilous, because once you come around here, this is relatively clear, so you can kind of cut right here to get more speed for this first jump. So the odds are higher you might end up flying into this tree line that goes off the side of my screen. And also coming back over here, this is a little bit of a harder turn to make. Like again, you could I've kind of cut this in the past, cut right here, trying to just go boom and taking a straight path. You can't do that. You actually have to make a turn. So it's going to make it more interesting. Can slide into the rocks, in these rocks as well, or while trying to recover, hit these bollards right here. I mean, I believe I flipped the Satsuma 210 modded car right there on one of them, on that bollard. But so that's some of the nice thing. That's some of the pluses and negatives with that. And honestly, I don't see that many negatives with loop 2 reversed. Because you do get a more jump coming in, and this is a little bit more perilous, so it should be pretty good. Now, option number 4 is a full reversal of the track. Well, at least both loops are flipped. I mean, this section is, you go both ways through it, so I mean, you can't really reverse it. Excuse me. But we would start here with the green one again, go around just like we did, up over this jump, up the Widowmaker, turn to the right, go through the S-curves, around, over the jump, back through the Widowmaker, around, over the final jump, into the right, and across the line. And that takes in pretty much all the pluses and negatives of loop 1 reversed and loop 2 reversed. As much as I like the original track, I'd rather not reuse it again. I would like to do something a little different. And here's the thing. We could do something very out there, you know? I mean, we could start here, go, and then instead of doing a turnaround, I could cut over here, do something, come back here, around this way, I don't know. We could go, we can make, because I mean, with this section being a tie right here, we could do a lot, but at the same time, without, I don't want to really repeat. Like, I don't want to go through the same section more than once. So the current, like, overall track of, like, if you go in here, you're going to turn around here, or if you're on this part, you're going straight through. I'd prefer it to stay the same. But if you guys have an additional option, leave a comment below with what you guys think. I mean, who knows? It could just be kind of cutting this entire section here out. So from here, like, so you go from the start line, you just go this around and around the outside. I don't really want to do that. I want to keep this intersection, but who knows? Now we're going to go down into the cars. We're going to start off with the blue hopper, and we're going to do the original lap as we know it right now, and then do loop 1 reversed. Now, am I going to be really pushing the hopper? No, I am going to be taking it easy. I'm going to kind of push it, but I'm also going to take it easy because I want the hopper to make the 2 laps. So we're going to go ahead, hop in the blue one. I'm going to move the green one out of the way, then hop in the blue one, and we'll go ahead and get going. Alrighty, guys, we are in, well, we're not really in it. We're outside the first hopper, and I've went ahead and I've duplicated this one, and I've duplicated the green one. So each plate is going to signify which one. We have the original. That's loop 1 reverse, and over there is loop 2 reverse, and then full reverse. So at this point, I'm just going to pretty much just drive each one, and we're going to see how each one kind of handles the track, and just see what happens to each vehicle afterwards. After each one, after I cross the line up, I will most likely cut the video, park it up there, grab the second one, and set it up so we see what we see now. So let me go ahead and hop in it. And a 3, 2, 1, in the gear, and we're off. Now, all 4 of these are the exact same 6-cylinder model. So this should be relatively... Oh! Look at that. The hardest part is making sure I keep the vehicle... Oh! Kind of keep the vehicle alive. The nice thing is, if I remember right, the hopper did pretty well in the challenge, so... Oh, shit! I say that as I almost slide off the fucking track. Okay, and also with this, since it's not really a challenge, we're just kind of testing. If the vehicle flips over, we will put it back on its wheels and allow it to continue, just so we could see. Oh shit! What each vehicle will look like at the end of the lap. Holy shit! This thing was drifting. Is drifting. 4-wheel drift. Alrighty. Coming up on the finish line here. And across the line. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead, park this one, and get the next one ready. Be right back. Alrighty, we are in the second blue hopper, which will be loop 1 reversed. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Throw in the gear. We're off. Same fashion. Alright. Over the jump. Interesting landing, but again, that's why we also got the hopper, because it has the ground clearance, and it's pretty rugged, so it should take some of this abuse. Alright. Now, go this way. This is a blind... Go in this... Oh! Plus we have... Alright. That ditch does make it very perilous. I forgot about that ditch. Alright, we really fucked this thing up. That is something I would most likely, again, I'd practice a little bit because I'm so used to the other track. Any of these options we're going to have to practice on. With this thing being damaged, it's not going to go very fast now. But again, we could come over this jump and get a nice amount of speed for the Widowmaker. And we'd more than likely, and most vehicles would end up going off at the Widowmaker, and it definitely would live up to its name. Alright. Come on. Trying to find a way to keep this thing on the straight and narrow. Nice thing is this being the pretty much almost top of the line, this thing has the nice motor. Woo! Spin it around. Alright. Oh! Back up, back up, back up, back up. Speed spin. Oh, shit. Okay. And across the line. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. I'm going to park this one. Let's get the next hopper ready to go. Alrighty. We are in the first green hopper. So this is going to be loop 2 reverse. So we are now facing the opposite direction of what we used to go, how we do this loop. So, all right, without any further ado, 3, 2, 1, away we go. Throw it in the drive. Oh God, this is this is so weird. Oh shit. Come on. Tapping like that was just not supposed to engage it. Oh, shit. Oh, that's a... Alrighty, here we go. Straight shot. Cut that corner a little bit. Alright. Up here. Now, this section is normal. So... over here, gonna on the brakes. There we go. All right. There we go. Car got a little squirrely there. That happens. Alrighty. In here, over here. Oh fuck! Alright. Good thing this is an SUV. Alright, so... come around here. And then we'd cut in here. Go this way. and across the line. All right, so that should be that one would actually be kind of interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead, park this one, and we'll get the final hopper ready to go. Alrighty, here's the final one. This one is the track completely reversed. So this one is going to most likely be just as interesting as Loop 1 reverse, because how that was blind going over the one hill. So, again, without any further ado, 3, a 2, a 1, rip it in gear, and away we go. That torquey 6-cylinder. Alright. Oh! Woohoo! I'm glad I grabbed an S. I am very glad I grabbed the hopper for this. Oh, shit. I was going to say, we also lose the perilousness of entering this turnaround because you always had so much speed coming into it. So, but you do get a little bit of perilousness in this jump because you can, in certain vehicles, get a lot of speed. And in certain cases, you will slide off the track and not drift around like this one. This car is doing. Oh! Alrighty, here we go. In here, around here. There we go, come on. And this is the one that's gonna... Oh, shit. Oh! Fuck! Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing back on its wheels and see if it'll still move. Alrighty, the tow truck put us back on our wheels. She still runs, so we're driving. So let's go ahead and finish it up here. Holy shit. Oh! Come on, turn, you bastard. Go. Oh, fuck. Over the jump in a fucking spin. Holy shnikes. Oh, shit. Alright. Okay, and across the line. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and park this one. Then we'll just take a look at all of them and see how all 4 of them did. And I'll tell you what my thoughts are. And you guys leave your comments below on which track you would like me to possibly switch to. Or not switch. So, alright, let's take a look at these things. Alrighty, guys. Here are pretty much all 4 of the hoppers. Let's go ahead and come over here to the original one first. It honestly looks like it had suffered the least amount of damage. So that I'm going to chalk that up as honestly me being used to the entire track, and as well as, yeah, I just knew the track, so I knew what it would do. So there we go. At this point, it is kind of boring in my opinion. So, Alright, now here's Loop 1 reversed. You could tell it got screwed up in the one accident. Suspension's jacked up. I believe that this is from when I went into the ditch. But, I mean, other than that, doesn't look too bad here. Coming down to the side here. Apparently the brake lights are stuck on. I don't know why, but anyway. Oh, I know why, because I had my foot on the brake when I tabbed out of it. But, I mean, other than that, it's not terrible. It definitely no longer is roadworthy, but it definitely has more damage than the original. I mean, the original Ibishu, the one that went around on the original lap. All right, so Loop 2 reverse. This one didn't take a whole lot of damage, but if you look closely, you'll notice something's amiss right here. Come back over here, and you could see it right here. When we slid into the one embankment, it shifted the rear axle. Surprisingly enough, it did not damage the drive shaft, but that's about all the damage this took. Theoretically, you could take it down the road and drive, but as soon as the cops saw you, they'd be like, what the fuck? And they'd stop you. Now, let's go over here. Last but not least, oh shit, I cannot control this camera, is the full reverse, where we came off what would be the second jump and went into the rocks. So this kind of proved that that jump is going to be still perilous, because it took a shit ton of damage. I mean, we had to go ahead and flip the car back on its wheels to continue. And actually, it looks like it drug this fender flare the rest of the way back. So it definitely is screwed up. So I honestly don't know. I'm kind of torn. I know I don't really want to continue doing the original one. I mean, if I had to rank my top 3, or if I had to rank all 4 of these, honestly, I'm torn between doing lap 1 reversed, or loop 1 reversed, and full reverse. And then followed closely is lap 2. Honestly, I'm torn between those 3. I mean, loop 2, before I took the cars out, I thought I'd like loop 2 a whole lot more than I did. I liked the fact, I like doing loop 1 in reverse personally a little bit more, because you still had, even though you lost having all that speed into the second jump, it still is you kind of get the blind curve going into the S curve, and you have that blind crest. So if you don't line up just right, you are going to screw up. As well as if you come over the second jump right, you're going to have a shit ton of speed going into the Widowmaker. So in the full reverse, I also like mainly because of the loop 1. So those 2 are very close, those tied, and the loop 2 reverse is also kind of up there, but all 3 of them are higher than the original one. So that's my pretty much my 2 cents on the matter. Leave a comment below on which one you'd like, either just 1, 2, 3, or 4, or original, loop 1, loop 2, or reverse. I'll know which one. And next time this episode we do one of these, I've decided which track we're going to do, and we're going to start marking the quarter, the quarter, the half, the 3/4, and from there I'll kind of be able to determine like a third, 2/3, the 8, maybe the 1, 3, 5, and 7/8 of a lap, and kind of get the markers, my mental markers in place. So when we start doing these again, they'll be a little bit more scientific. Plus, we'll start discussing the rules. I actually am thinking about maybe allowing cars that flipped over to get put back on their wheels. If they still run and drive, they can still go. But that will be in the next couple episodes. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Definitely comment on what you guys would like to see. So, but until next time, have a good one.